This is Jacob Friedman on his week 3 reflection for Peaceful Warrior Immersion. And the first thing I want to start off on was the energy in the room with meditating. And one day during this week, I was having a hard time meditating. I don't know, I just couldn't get my head into it. The gerbil in my head just kept going around, and I just couldn't get to focus. I couldn't get my mind to focus, and it was tough. So I kind of opened my eyes a little bit and just kind of looked around, and I know that was completely wrong, but it was actually something really cool I got out of that, and that was just like sitting down, relaxing, just feeling the energy in the room. And when I sat down, well, I was already sitting, but when I opened my eyes and looked around, I could feel the energy from everyone in the room and how calm and how happy or sad someone was, or if someone was in so much pain. And for me, that was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had, because I've never felt something like that, especially from another human being. I couldn't explain it, but I could feel what was going on in the room with each and every person in it. Like I saw a person sitting across from me, and I could tell they were in so much pain, and I could tell they were trying to go through it, but they were having a very hard time with it, and it wasn't like he was squirming around or anything. I could tell he was sitting very calm. He wasn't making a face, but I could pick up on the vibe that he was just having a hard time. And then looking to my right, someone was having one of the best moments of their entire life go down. They were so happy and calm. You could tell they didn't have the smile on their face, but they're like, ah. It was really cool. And the other thing this week was Toshindo taught me something that I didn't really think it would, but I found it super interesting, and I'm definitely going to use this. And it's the 4 attributes with fire, water, wind, and earth, and how we can take those things and use them in life. Fire being aggressive, earth being the strong and structure and having structure, water going with the flow, wind with the air. I mean, everything started to click this week, which I found super interesting and I love. The first week I had a very hard time with it because I felt like I was trying to grasp an idea that was so hard to grasp at my age and in high school. And I didn't know if I could grasp it, but now just when I started to relax and just let things happen and I wasn't overthinking, everything went so much better. I mean, it taught me a lesson about overthinking again, which I talked about last week, and I just love to overanalyze things. Let's actually take that back. I don't love to, but it's just the way my brain works. I just like to think about all the different ways or how bad or good something can go. And this week I just let things happen and I learn from it. And it's something that I need to work on still, but something that I'm definitely getting a lot better at. Especially with taking the trash out of my mind and just calming down and letting things go. Because especially with Toshindo and how it taught me with water to just let it flow and almost feel the energy flow with you. I mean, that was one of the greatest things of all time. I love that so much because I actually got it. I understood it. It made sense to me, which not a lot of things do, but that one made a lot of sense to me. And The Matrix. The Matrix was amazing. That's definitely my favorite movie now. But there's so many things though in that movie that I was afraid I was going to overanalyze until Mr. Squires broke it down, which helped so much because each thing symbolized something and it just made sense. With the main character, he didn't believe in himself, and there's sometimes where I question if I do or not, and that's a problem. But after this week, I understood what the guy was going through in the movie. Like, this week, though, I kind of just believed in it. I didn't question it. I just did it. It didn't matter if I messed up. I still believed in me, which that's something that's the biggest thing I could have got out of this immersion, and I love that so much. And I can't thank Mr. Squires or this immersion or experience enough, because that was amazing. Thanks.